welcome to the Wow Factor Radio, brought to you by the Rocky Mountain Horse Expo. I am your host, Chris Garrett, and my guest this morning is one of my favorite trainers and someone I have been so honored to be able to video and watch and actually work horses with, Mr. Justin Dunn. Welcome, Justin.
Oh, hey, Chris. Thanks for having me.
Well, I know you're one busy man, and I am just so grateful you had the time to fit us in, because I really mean it. I've watched you work horses. I have watched your videos. I have interviewed you before, and you know, you're one of those top trainers that I just get real excited when somebody says, hey, can we do another one with Justin? So it makes my job very enjoyable, so thanks for being here.
Oh, thanks for saying that. That makes me feel good. Yeah, I'm glad to be here. We're talking about horses. I just stepped off of a horse right before this phone call, so if I'm not playing with horses, I want to be talking about them, so glad to be here.
Well, you are known as a Mustang trainer, and I know you actually have a very special horse that you're working that isn't a Mustang, but actually has some difficulties that were well beyond just being wild, and we'll talk about her in a bit. But what I want to do is talk about what you're going to be doing at the Horse Expo again this year, and then what you're up to. So what are you going to be presenting at the Expo, and will you be there doing pre-Expo work, or will you just be there for the actual 3 days?
Well, I'll be there the 9th, which is March 9th, and that's the Wednesday before Expo starts. We'll be doing a pre-Expo clinic, and that one's going to be on my course 1 of my certification course. We're going to go over some of the things that I go over in the certification course, and that's how to train any horse, and mainly just prepping a person to be, you know, present themselves as something willing, you know, that horse is willing to follow. We'll go over that. It's only 10 to 2, so we get 4 hours. It's kind of quick, but we'll have enough time to go over quite a few things a lot of people have questions about.
Is this something people will bring horses to, or will you be doing it as a demonstration?
Nope, they'll bring horses. They'll be able to participate. I believe they have to pre-register, and once they do that, they're in.
Okay, and I think you can register for that on the Colorado Horse Council site. You can go to RockyMountainHorseExpo.com, and it will direct you to that page where you can sign up for those kind of clinics that are being held before the actual expo starts. So you're going to be doing that on Wednesday. Then are you going to have anything going on Thursday?
I'll probably be practicing with my Equine Comeback Challenge horse on Thursday. I'm going to prep her for the competition that we've entered with Home for Every Horse puts on, the Equine Comeback Challenge. I've got a little mare we're going to be competing with. So Thursday is open. I plan on playing with her.
Okay, tell us about her. Now, this is that horse I was mentioning that she has had a challenging life so far, and she has been fortunate enough to land with you. Can you give us her background and what you've been able to accomplish with her so far?
Sure. I was called by a good friend to enter into the Equine Comeback Challenge. I'd never done one, and I knew a little bit about it. I'm really into rescue horses and helping them, you know, rehabilitate and find new homes, and then definitely retention, helping the new home or the owner retain those horses, keep them. And so I really like helping in that area, helping rescue horses, helping people that have adopted rescue horses to keep their horses, and help the horse understand the person better, and vice versa. So when she asked me to do this, it was real appealing. I thought, yeah, I'd like to do that, but I only have one problem. I've done Mustang makeovers, and I always adopt the Mustangs that I train back because I just can't bear to let them go. So the deal was, if I'm going to do this Equine Comeback Challenge, I've got to find an adopter before I say yes. So they were really cool about that. You know, the purpose is to find these horses good homes. So I already had a good home because I had a client that was, you know, in need of a decent horse for his daughter. So once they approached me to do this Equine Comeback Challenge, I went and told him, you know, what the deal was, and he was all on board, 100%. So I willingly accepted the challenge and went to Harmony Horse Rescue. Got this little horse. You know, it was really cool because I got to go over there and they let me walk around with them, and we looked at quite a few horses, and none of them were jumping out at me. This little mare was in a stall, and was just watching people walk by. She wasn't real flighty or anything, but the way she would stare at you and just ears, on you and eyes on you and looking at you, I was like, what about this one? And they said, well, nobody wants that one. That one's kind of uncatchable, hard to touch, hard to mess with. And I was like, well, that's the one I want.
Yeah, of course you did. Of course you did.
Yeah.
One of the things that a lot of people don't realize about the Harmony Horse Rescue, it is nonprofit, but they're a little bit different in that they only take in law enforcement confiscated horses. This isn't a rescue you can just go take your horse and relinquish to. They only take in law enforcement seizures. So very often these are horses that have been severely abused or neglected in some way, or a lot of them have just never been handled at all. So when you go there, some of them are great too. It's not like if you go there you should expect to not find something suitable for you. And they don't release them until they're back healthy and sound and good. They sometimes have some interesting challenges, so it's not really a surprise that you found one there that fit your criteria of being a challenge, which of course would be the one you would pick.
Yeah, and I tell you, a horse like her, they're not sellouts. So I knew if no one else had messed with her, she was a clean slate, so that's what I wanted. And once I got in that pen and started playing with her, we actually videoed it. I got to catch her, and I asked her to follow me around a little bit. We took her over to a little indoor, and I asked her to do a 5-part series, basically. And she did it, no problem. And then I asked her to follow me into my brand new horse trailer that I just brought back from Nebraska that day. I was actually coming back from Nebraska and stopped there, so she just followed me right on in, tied her up, and away we went.
That's great. Well, hopefully we have some video of her playing on this right now. So you're going to be taking this horse to the expo to show people what you've done with her, is that correct?
Yeah, the way that equine comeback challenge is, showing and stuff is not really important to me. I win every time I can get a horse and a human that form a unity. So that's my purpose in this whole program. But there's 4 parts to this, and there's a pattern class, and I think some obstacles. I know we got to play with a cow. I'm not sure what. I think maybe a freestyle. Like I say, I got to go read the notes, but it's not that important to me. The whole program is just beautiful, the way these guys have set this up, and I'm very happy to be a part of it. So getting to take this horse, help her understand what her calling is, hopefully we'll get her this, my CPA's daughter is the one that will be riding her and, interacting with her, and hopefully we can get them to form a unity and a bond that will last a lifetime. So that's where I win.
What is her name?
Her name is Siesta. Yeah,
Siesta.
She's a 4-year-old, and lineback Dunn, beautiful little horse, and she was starved pretty bad, and it stunted her growth, so she probably won't get any taller, but she'll fill out, and which will be perfect for a child to get on and off of, low to the ground.
Yeah. All right, wonderful. I can't wait to see that. Now, after the expo, I know you've got a lot of things coming up. I hear you also are doing the Extreme Mustang Makeover in Fort Collins in May, aren't you?
Well, I'm going to be a clinician there. I'm not competing this year. I just didn't have time to take on another horse. I've got a couple of horses in training besides Siesta, so my clinic schedule for this year has filled up very quickly. So I will be there, Extreme Mustang Makeover in Fort Collins, May 21st. I'll be giving a 1-hour clinic, and look forward to doing that. I'll probably bring Cinnamon, do a bridleless demo. She likes to go travel around, as long as it isn't too far. I took her to California last year, and I think she wants to stay in Colorado this year.
I understand. That's a haul. Now, Cinnamon, and for a lot of people who haven't met you yet, they don't know that Cinnamon is the horse on that famous YouTube video that has gone beyond viral. I think, what'd you say, you're in the 50 million mark now, where your beautiful little daughter Emma is leading Cinnamon down the driveway, and Emma's in her little snowsuit, and she says, "My horse Cinnamon, this is my horse Cinnamon," and it is the cutest video. It has just gone virally viral. That's just been amazing. But that's Justin Dunn and Cinnamon. You are also in the main event trailer. There's a couple of seconds of you riding Cinnamon the Mustang bridleless in the main event, and I understand you might even be back in the main event again this year. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. I have another horse that I really would like to bring to Expo, and I might do it. He's a phenomenal horse. He's a bridleless horse too, and real flashy. So I'm going to try to get him on the trailer when we head out in March. But if he doesn't, I'll do something at the main event for sure.
All right, terrific. Well, looking forward to that. So if people want to get a hold of you, where can they reach you?
Well, I have a website. It's dunshighcountry.com, and that's mainly our trail riding website. The best place to reach me these days is Facebook. We're doing a lot of stuff with our Justin Dunn Mustang horsemanship page, and we're always posting our schedules and events. So that'd be the best place. You can also reach me by email, justin@dunshighcountry.com. That's DUNNSHIGH country.com.
Okay, and we'll have that in the information box on YouTube as well, so you don't have to write it down. It'll be available right there. We'll look forward to seeing you at the National Western Event Center in March. That's March 11, 12, 13, plus a special extra clinic on the 9th. So do go to the website, and if you'd like to come and work with Justin, and I highly recommend it, very, very much recommend it, get signed in quick because I'm sure those spots will fill. So we will be seeing you in just a few weeks in Denver, and thank you for joining me again today. I really appreciate you coming here. You're always so fun to interview, and I really do enjoy your work.
Oh, well, thanks for having me, Chris. I sure appreciate that. Well, anything with horses, I'm in.
All right, me too. All right, and thank you for joining us at the Wow Factor Radio. Join us next week for a brand new show. This is Chris Garrett. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.